Hello and welcome everyone to AnubhavTrainings.com. In this episode of Anubhav Learning Series, we will discuss about SAP Fiori Rapid Activation. So whenever you would like to start fresh Fiori implementation in your company or an S4HANA implementation, you would have seen that all your applications which are delivered as part of S4HANA typically consumed as a Fiori user experience. The SAP Fiori Launchpad is the central access point for all the Fiori apps to begin with on the S4HANA system. Now, now when it comes to implementing SAP Fiori, you have typically come from ECC system or business suite system where you were using hundreds of transaction codes. Now, what would be the right implementation strategy when it comes to using SAP Fiori or experiencing SAP Fiori as well as enabling the Fiori applications for your end user? So that's what the SAP Fiori Rapid Activation is all about. So it will help you to speed up the implementation process and move one step closer to the Fiori experience much faster as compared to the old approaches when SAP Fiori was introduced. So what it includes the task lists, which will help you to configure the enterprise search functionality. It will also help you to guide about how can you scope your typical traditional transaction codes with respect to Fiori apps. You will learn about simplification in terms of what has been made obsolete, which is not available, and what is the successor functionality when it comes to SAP Fiori in S4HANA. It will also help you to enable embedded analytics scenario, and finally the Fiori recommendation tool, which will help you to map the transaction codes which you were earlier using to the Fiori applications in the new implementation system. And this is all together comes as part of the SAP Fiori rapid activation strategy. So in this session, we will not specifically look at the entire steps, but I will just take you through the step-by-step process to be able to understand the rapid Fiori activation process. Now, more details, you can subscribe my Fiori security training on anubhavtrainings.com, and that's where you can get the detailed information about the same. However, this video is just an introductory video which will help you to know what is that we are going to cover in the detailed training of anubhavtrainings.com for Fiori security. So let me switch to this design document here, which I've created for all of you to make you understand this particular Fiori activation, rapid content activation scenario. So you start the process on parallelly on two different nodes, two different direction. The first step here is you need to identify all the roles which are currently assigned in your ECC or business suite system and which role is being assigned the most today. And after finding those roles, you have to also detect the T codes which your users are accessing as part of those roles. So first you will find which are the most assigned roles to the users, and then in those most assigned roles, what are all the T code accesses has been given to the users, which is done using these two tables, AGR name and AGR 1251 table. In the next step, you will find the top used transaction codes in SAP system. Probably a last month or last quarter list would be enough to look at the usage statistics with ST03N transaction, and then you will remove the obsolete T code. So in S4HANA, as you all know, as part of my S4HANA training, we've also covered this topic of simplification. What is simplification means in S4? System is not called to be an upgrade, rather it is called to be a system conversion when you go to S4, and there are many transactions which have been now made obsolete or deprecated. So you need to find that information with the SYCM, and you need to exclude those transaction codes from the system, and finally remove the duplicate T codes. So you will basically do an aggregation of T codes, remove the duplicates, and then filter and come out to be the final list of T codes which you really want to enable in your S4 system. Now you download additionally the SAP HANA profile and also your ABAP backend and front-end profile. So backend and front-end system profile, and then you will use this tool called SAP Fiori application or Fiori app recommendation tool from Fiori app reference library. Upload all these profiles to the Fiori app reference recommendation tool, and finally you turn out to be finding all the desired applications which are either exact match, so-called rating 3, then the apps which are part of the same business process, not an exact match, but necessarily needed for you to run the end-to-end business process, rating 2, and then the rating 1 apps, which are probably the apps which are dependent on the main apps you found in rating 3. For example, there is a cross-app navigation to this particular app, which was found to be the exact match. So those rating will be determined by this tool, and this tool will give you a holistic views of what Fiori apps are something you need today as part of your business in the S/4HANA system. On the other side, you also can enrich your Fiori application roles by looking at SAP's Best Practice Explorer. And so SAP Best Practice Explorer for S/4HANA will help you to guide about what all the best practices which companies are using, and for the different business processes, what exactly it makes sense for you to enable in your S/4HANA system. Also, you can enrich this list of applications with the Fiori Lighthouse scenarios as well. So once you got the consolidated list of roles from both of these places, you are going to use this task list in S4 system called Fiori Content Activation Task List. This is where you will provide all the list of roles, and what this task list, when it runs, it does is it will activate all the necessary OData services as well as SICF services. Along with that, it will also create the Z roles. Why does the Z roles are required? Because you will only get the service definition from SAP, but when you activate a service, the service registration will be created in a Zeem namespace, and that needs to be also the access of that needs to be granted to the user with the roles. So system will create the Z roles for you. And finally, once you are ready, you can go back and adapt your content based on the SAP new content manager app. And also you can create new front-end roles as a mass maintenance of roles. And once all of this is done, you need to replicate these front-end roles to the back-end, so that the backend necessary authorization objects can be assigned to the user. And finally, together with this, all this content needs to be transported to your quality system, either the content which you create on the Launchpad Designer, or the OData service and SICF service activation, as well as the Z roles which you would have created. All of these together needs to transport to the quality system and production system. So this is the complete end-to-end Fiori app, Fiori rapid activation process which we follow today with respect to S/4HANA implementation. Of course, more detail is covered as part of my advanced Fiori training. I will also share this flowchart with all of you. Please refer the description of the current video to get more information about the same. So with that, it's a wrap on this session. I hope you enjoyed the session and got a brief idea about what rapid Fiori activation process is all about with respect to S/4HANA Fiori implementation. For more details, feel free to subscribe my Fiori security and advanced Fiori training on anubhavtrainings.com. With that, Anubhav signing out, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.